So what's up, guys? It's Dawn from Wonder Why Farm coming at you again. It's late November here, a couple days before Thanksgiving. I got a couple errands to run today. My last day off on kind of a long weekend off of work. It's going to be a really nice day today. They're talking about 60-degree temperatures, plenty of sun, no clouds. So I'll turn you around here. Take a look at some of the goats and the cows. There they are. There's Blossom and Annabelle, my two heifer calves. They were just born in the spring. Munching on a little hay there, and there's Cheddar and Bree, the two little brown baby goats. They also were born in the late spring. So, and everybody seems to be pretty happy right there now. So, got a couple chores to do today. I'm actually going to work on a little bit of a watering system for one of my horses. And I'm going to show you that in another video. So, right now I'm just going to turn you back around. I'll set you down here. Pardon all the sunlight and everything else here. Of course, you might have the steering wheel here too in your face, but I'm going to go ahead and head on out here. Back out of my old driveway here, get on the road. Alright, so I just want to talk to you a little bit today about what it is that I do and what we got going on. It's kind of a downtime here on the farm. Of course, it's coming into winter now, so kind of a maintain thing right now. Deer season starts here in Pennsylvania on Saturday, after Thanksgiving this year. So, got some friends coming over. Always do some hunting, much as we can, between work and whatnot. So, pretty excited about that. Got some, I guess, decent bucks for Western Pennsylvania, roaming around here. I remember when I was a kid, if somebody shot an 8-point that was, had a 14-inch spread, that was a big deer. Everybody called everybody and told them about it, which that's not really a big deer, but for around here back then, it really was. They've had antler restriction in place here in Pennsylvania, probably, I'm going to say a good, maybe coming up on 20 years now, and they've tweaked it here and there, and it really has, I think, helped the deer population, at least the bucks, to mature a little bit. We were lucky to, like I said, I mean, if you shot a decent size 8-point, you were kind of lucky. But most of the bucks that back then that were killed were only about maybe 1.5 years old, maybe 2.5. And once in a great while, someone would shoot a really big, nice deer in some of the more remote parts of the county that I live in. We have some pretty remote areas here, and I think the deer would get out in those big hollows that we got, must have hide out, only come out at night, and then one day, their luck ran out. But those were few and far between. But now that they've put the antler restriction on, and you really have to look to see what kind of deer you're going to kill. I think that it's helped. I mean, as far as getting nicer deer out there. When I was a kid growing up, we didn't look for antlers. You looked to see if it had an antler, and if it did, you shot it, and that was your buck. But now, you've got to, count points or this kind of thing. Different kind of throughout the state. There's different rules depending on where you're at. They broke the state up into a lot of management units, and that's how they issue the doe licenses. And same with the buck. They change up how many points it has to have on one side or the other. But I think it's been a good thing. I hope I get a nice one come out first thing Saturday morning. This is the first year that we've ever had Saturday as the start of our rifle season. For years, it was always the first Monday after Thanksgiving. Every year, that was the first day of rifle season. When I was a kid, you would have 2 weeks of rifle season for buck only, and then the third Monday after Thanksgiving would be the start of doe season. And doe season would typically run for 3 days, and then it was statewide. As many doe permits as they decided for the entire state. That's how many there was to get. But now that they broke it up into the management units, they determine how many thousand deer, or doe, they want harvested from each management unit. So that's changed a lot. The doe season now runs the first week of deer season is buck only, and then after that it's doe. So there's more opportunity to hunt doe. It's kind of, when I was growing up as a kid, it was kind of a tradition. We always got the first day of deer season off, rifle season. That's just the schools didn't go back until Tuesday. Mainly, I think, because they figured that it really wouldn't matter. When I was a kid, everybody hunted. I mean, even even kids that you might not normally think would be hunters, their dad would hunt, they would go hunting. So they just gave us off the first day. And typically, when I was coming up, we always hunted the first day. I could usually talk my dad into letting me take Tuesday off too, and then you have the weekends and after school. But that third Monday, which was the first day of doe season only, that was almost as exciting as hunting for buck. It was just I guess different, because there's more does, and you almost were pretty much guaranteed that you might not see a buck to shoot at. You might hunt for 2 weeks and not see one back then, but you could almost always count on seeing a doe. And that was just something that you look forward to, was that third Monday. And I always enjoyed it. And sometimes it was more exciting to go doe hunting. And I remember back then there were a lot of people that would, for a buck, most people would sit and just sit on stand all day. But for doe, it always seemed like we got a bunch of people, and you just push and drive, and there'd be deer running everywhere, and it was exciting, especially when you're a kid. So I really enjoy hunting. I don't get to do it as much as I'd like to with work schedule and just day-to-day life. But you know, it's really something I look forward to. I have a couple of buddies come over. One of them, there's a girl that she's been hunting with since she's able to hunt, and she's killed a couple nice buck on my place. And I look forward to that. I get more joy at this time in my life with watching her hunt and get a deer, or even somebody else get one. It's just as exciting for me kind of to be a guide on my own place and kind of scout around for deer. But enough about that. I might try to make a video of some of our hunting coming up here, and hopefully we can shoot one on camera. Don't really have a lot of equipment camera-wise, except my phone, but might be able to give you the experience of what we got out here. So anyway, for right now, we got to the farm store. Turn you around here. So we made it to the farm store. Kind of some people coming in. So I got to pick up something here to work on a project that I'm working on, and it's a little bit of a I guess you might call it a redneck hack or something. I have one horse that's in a paddock where I can't get electric to actually keep something in his water tank to keep from icing over. So I got a little bit of a hack here I'm gonna do, and we'll see if it works. I'm gonna video that, and I'll put it up for you, and then I'll kind of track its progress and see if it's gonna work or if it's not. So, all right, I'm gonna go in here and grab what I need, and I'll see you on the next video.